Hello, dear viewers. Today we're going to be talking about Javier Milei and Geert Wilders and how they are similar and how they are different. Let's begin.
Hello, I am a global nationalist. I support nationalism in my country, India, and in all countries around the world. Today, I'm going to be talking about elections, and the elections I'm going to talk about today are the elections in Argentina and in Netherlands. In Argentina, Javier Milei won the election, became president, and in Netherlands, Geert Wilders has won the majority seats in the election, and he is likely to become prime minister, although it is not yet confirmed. And both of them have been called far right by the Western establishment media, and I presume their own home country media. And I just want to examine how, in what way they are far right, if they are at all, and compare their policies. Let's begin, or let's get started. This is Javier Milei and Geert Wilders. First, I'll talk about their policies. For Javier Milei, his economic policies are to abolish the central bank, use the US dollar instead of the Argentine pesos, and cut spending. He wants to abolish the central bank because he believes that the central bank is not necessary for a country and that a country's markets should determine interest rates for lending and that it shall be controlled or centralized. That's part of the libertarian ideology. He does not. He wants to use the U.S. dollar because the Argentine peso is not valuable anymore, and I agree with him. And cut spending. He wants to cut spending, government spending, especially by uh, cutting down the size of the government itself, because he believes that the government has grown too big and that they are spending too much. As I agree with this also, but about abolishing the central bank, I simply, on in theory, I agree with it, but I'm not sure if it's practically feasible. So I'll wait to see what happens before I comment on that. Although, as a libertarian myself, I do agree with it. Immigration. He would prohibit the entry of people with criminal records and deport immigrants who commit crimes. These are standard right wing position on immigration, not far right, but his economic policies are very far right. Here are Geert Wilders' policies. Economic policies: reduce taxes, cut regulations, simple, basic, conservative economic policies. Immigration: he wants to ban the immigration of Muslims, expel radical Muslims, and have a 5 year moratorium on immigration of non Western foreigners. He wants to, I agree with the last two, expel radical Muslims, because radical Muslims in Netherlands and in all countries support terrorism. They want their religion to dominate and take over the country. That's a dangerous country, and I agree they should be expelled. If they're foreigners, if however they are citizens, then I think they simply have to have be countered by verbally by non-radical Muslims and also people from other religions because they have a right to speak as citizens. Simply being radical, holding radical views are okay as long as they're not calling for violence. If they're calling for violence, then they need to be expelled. Not expelled, they're citizens, but they should be uh, tried and convicted. That is not part of free speech. A 5 year moratorium on immigration of non Western foreigners, while I do agree that this is racist and I don't agree with racism, I think this is necessary because so help maintain Netherlands demographics and prevent them from being overpowered by immigration. Banning immigration of Muslims, I don't agree with. I don't think you should. discriminate on basis of religion for immigration. Just make sure that if whoever immigrates to your country should be a citizen, should be free of criminal records, should not hold antagonistic views of your country, etc. But I can sympathize why they want to do this because Muslim immigration has been dangerous to Netherlands and Europe as a whole.